Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest HD, scientists now say it is possible for a child to have 3 biological parents. We'll explain why coming up.
Plus, a new option for plumbers sick of showing too much of their backside to clients.
And, of course, we have lots coming up on our For Free Friday. We want to invite you down. Plus, we're going to show you some of the other things available here for the weekend at the fairgrounds on Good Morning Northwest.
Live from the KXLY4 HD Broadcast Center in downtown Spokane, you're waking up with Good Morning Northwest HD.
Good Morning Northwest. Let's get right to a developing story with a volcano erupting underneath a glacier.
Yeah, right now it's spewing ash and molten debris from a volcano in Iceland into the air, causing floods and paralyzing air traffic. No planes in the United States are leaving for Northern Europe right now. Every plane in Britain is grounded until at least tomorrow morning, and Germany closed 11 of its international airports this morning. Most airspace over Poland is closed, which may delay Sunday's funeral for their president and keep President Barack Obama from flying to Poland to attend that funeral. The problem is the fine rock particles present in that volcanic ash. They can cause immense damage to an aircraft's engine and cause planes to stall mid-flight.
All right, here locally things looking great. We're going to have temperatures in the 70s. Let's check in with Mark on this For Free Friday to tell us all about it. We got a nice day on tap, huh, Mark?
It's going to be gorgeous, absolutely beautiful, and then we're going to see some clouds come in. Take a look at the satellite. We do have cloud cover that's sitting in Oregon right now, making its way in here. It's going to start as high, thin clouds and then increase in intensity with rain showers overnight. These are going to be those light rain showers, less than 1/10 of an inch expected. Winds to 15 miles an hour. Tomorrow it's going to be a little cooler, but right now it's beautiful out as we start the day at 47 degrees. And again, Coeur d'Alene holding on into the low 40s at 43 degrees. Everything remaining rather steady. Day planner forecast starting off in the mid-40s. We're going to warm up. We're going to hit the 60s, and then our high today is going to be 73 degrees. It's going to be absolutely beautiful. Now, the Spokane County Fairgrounds, Fair and Expo Center. This is where again, you see we have so much stuff going on. I'm getting lost. Here, all of this was brought indoors. Thank you very much. We have dirt, brick, hardscape, waterfalls, all of it inside Bay 3. We're going to talk more about what's available for the premier home improvement show coming up in a little bit.
Thank you, Mark. Now to an exclusive KXLY4 video showing the arrest of a woman accused of running over a man at Al's Motel in North Spokane last night.
Police say 36-year-old Charlene Hendricks was trying to leave the parking lot around 9 o'clock when she smashed her car inside the lobby of the motel and hit a man in his 40s. Hendricks then backed up and hit a pole, stopping her car from going anywhere. Officers think the man she hit is an acquaintance and are trying to piece together what led up to the crash.
I don't believe it's domestic related at all, but it could end up being as our investigation continues. I don't know.
Hendricks faces DUI and possibly vehicular assault charges. The man she hit is in the hospital but has non-life-threatening injuries.
In news around the Northwest, a Western Washington man says bus riders did nothing to stop a thief that robbed and beat him. Surveillance video shows a teenager grabbing Henry Cassay's cell phone and taking off, and later attacking him outside of the bus with people inside doing nothing to help. Doctors told Cassay that his shoulder shatters as if it were a light bulb. He now has a long scar running down his arm and vows to never ride the bus again. Police did catch the suspect.
This guy is under arrest for intentionally vomiting on a young girl at a Philadelphia Phillies game on Wednesday night. The girl's father also accuses the 21-year-old, his name is Matthew Clemens, of swearing at his family and throwing beer at them. Fans held him down until police arrived. A record number of U.S. homes were lost to foreclosure in the first 3 months of 2010.
The bank repossessions are expected to top 1 million this year as well, but it's a different story in both Idaho and Washington. In Washington, foreclosure activity is down 12% in the first quarter of 2010 compared to the previous quarter. In Idaho, numbers are down 13.5%. But if you happen to live near a foreclosed home, those encouraging local numbers don't provide much relief.
The frustrating thing is nobody will take responsibility for what's left here, and it's sitting here damaged.
Oh, weeds knee high, and no watering, no mowing, the backyard was horrible. So somebody needs to take care of it.
Realtors say most foreclosed homes go below market value. You can look at bank-owned homes in our area by heading to KXLY.com and clicking on news links.
Facing foreclosure himself, this guy, Steve Doak from Ohio, took drastic action to make sure bank agents didn't get his home. He rammed his SUV into the house twice this week, knocking down a fence and doing some real damage inside. Doak says he won't be done until the house is flat.
I decided to destroy it. And why let the bank make a profit off of me after all the money I've put in this house?
I have a feeling, Colleen, they're going to be like, you didn't own that house anymore. Anyway, he pleaded not guilty to charges of inducing panic, disorderly conduct, and driving under suspension. It is 6:35. Let's check the traffic with Officer Teresa. How's it going this morning?
No flattening being done here in Spokane. We are moving along very well for our Friday morning commute. So a couple reminders, paint trucks are out in full force restriping the roadways. Make sure to give them plenty of room and don't drive over those freshly painted stripes. And car seat check tomorrow, 10 to 2 at the Cheney Bar by Mart. With your morning traffic report, this is Officer Teresa Fuller.
Officer, thanks for that update. And news around the world, rescuers continue to search for survivors of this week's earthquake in western China.
The death toll has reached over 700, but more than 48 hours after the earthquake, crews continue to pull survivors from the rubble. Those left homeless by the quake are still waiting for tents from relief agencies. 15 to 40,000 tents are expected to be dropped off by the end of the weekend.
In news around the Northwest this morning, former Oregon Governor John Kitzhaber is gaining votes for a new term and saving a life in the process. Listen to what happened. The former emergency room doctor rushed to the aid of an audience member during a debate with challenger Bill Bradbury. It happened in Eugene. The man apparently had a seizure, so Kitzhaber checked the man's vital signs and made sure that he had an open airway until medics arrived. Oregon's primary is on May 18th. A Spokane firefighter can't afford the treatments that may save his life. John Knighton was diagnosed in January with multiple myeloma. You may remember yesterday Mark was with him all morning. That's a cancer of the plasma cells that he has. He needs 2 bone marrow transplants to prolong his life. You can help by attending the Save John Knighton benefit dinner. It's tonight. For $10, you can eat tacos and take part in a silent auction. It's at the VFW on Mission this evening from 6 to 8 o'clock.
In health news, it may soon be possible for children to have 3 biological parents. Scientists in the United Kingdom created designer embryos containing DNA from 1 man and 2 women. The effort is to phase out genetic diseases. 80 embryos were created but destroyed after 8 days. The scientists need a special license to culture embryos for longer periods of time.
A boy in Texas refuses to be silenced by a hole in his throat and a plastic valve sticking out of his neck.
LaShawn Ramsey has a beautiful voice and maybe the only person with a tracheotomy that you'll ever hear sing. A few months ago, he couldn't talk, sing, or even breathe on his own.
The doctors, they were just astonished. They was like, wow, how do you do that? You go through so much, but you singing.
And he opened his mouth singing. All the guys in class just went, oh.
LaShawn says his weight of 370 pounds nearly killed him last August when he went in for a tonsillectomy. He went into complete respiratory failure during that procedure and had to get a tracheotomy. He's now 100 pounds lighter and continues to lose weight.
Listen to this one. A T-shirt company is cracking down on plumbers' butt. Take a look. The long-tailed tee keeps crouching guys from showing too much skin. It's 3 inches longer than standard T-shirts, giving extra coverage on the back end. We all know what...
It's a great public service to have those T-shirts made for plumbers, and with the kids wearing the low-rise jeans too.
I know.
We've seen a lot of crack, not just on plumbers, but
you know what I'm noticing too is like women they got that thing going on now, which is disturbing.
Absolutely.
Depending who they you know what I'm saying. Mark,
everybody needs the extended tee. Mark, any comments?
You've been on the extreme team a lot, and I'm sure you've seen butt crack everywhere.
I'm going to tell you this right now. I went out one day and bought 10 belts. This is a couple years ago, and passed them out to everybody and said, "You're all on TV, and the wrong moon is on TV."
Oh, man.